Hi. So now we've gone ahead and we've done VARC and we've done DILR as well. Now we are going to get into quant. You can already see probably the energy is a little lower, but it's okay. We'll soldier on. We'll do well. We'll focus on what we need to do. Couple of things to keep in mind. In my methodology of doing quant, there are two things to do. Number one, I don't like certain topics. I know my strengths and weaknesses. For example, I know geometry, mensuration, especially 3D and all. I don't enjoy them at all. So in case those questions come, and I feel that, they're not straightforward and simple, I'll leave them, I'll move on, I'll straight away pick up. In case I'm stuck, point two, if in case I'm stuck somewhere, I'll give it some time, I'll give it a few seconds, a minute or so. Can't do it, leave it, move on, no problem. Point number three, I generally like to start off with the second half, which means question number 13, 14 and so on and so forth till the end, and then start off with the beginning. Here I won't do that. Difficult to do that in simulation. So I'll start off from the beginning. But as and when the questions which are not from my areas, the areas which I really find interesting, as soon as they come, I'll leave them and I'll just move on. Okay. So these are just a couple of things that I would like you to keep in mind, and that's about it. So now, I'll get my yellow ink pen ready and let's kickstart. So let's start off, about a minute and a half I've already taken. So I'll take that into consideration, when I give myself 40 minutes. Okay. So let's kickstart with the first question. Okay. A plus 2 men can do work in A days, A plus 5 in 5, A can do the 5/8 of the same work in A minus 5 days. Number of days in which A minus 2 men can finish the work is. Lovely. A plus 2 men can do it in A days. So one man can do it in A into A plus 2 days. Okay. So A plus 5 men will do it in A into A plus 2 by A plus 5 days. But they have to do 5/8 of the work. So number of days will be this. And that is equal to A minus 5. So when I cross multiply, A squared minus 25, this into 8 is equal to 5 into A squared plus 2A. So that's 8A squared minus 5A squared, that's 3A squared. This is minus 200 plus 10A minus 10A is equal to 0. So 203, which is 600. 600 with 60, 10, 20, 30. So minus 30 plus 20, 3A squared minus 30A, that is 3A into A minus 10 plus 20 into A minus 10. So 3A plus 20 into A minus 10, which means A is equal to 10. Okay, perfect. Number of days in which A minus 2 men will done. One man takes A into A plus 2. So A minus 2 will take divided by that. So which is equal to 10 into 12 by 8, 2, 3, 5, which is 5 into 3, 15 days, which is option C. Okay, first one out of the way. Let's continue. Base of a vertical pillar with a uniform, no. Geometry, not something which I want to do. I'll get back to it later. Okay. If root over root 900 plus root 84 is half of root x plus root y, find the value. Okay. Okay. So, these questions, there's a specific way. Let this equal to root a plus root b. So I will say root over root 900, which means 30 plus root 84 is equal to root a plus root b. When I, open the complete bracket, or I shouldn't say open the, when I square both sides, what do we get? 30 plus root 884. Now 4 goes here, 221. So 4 into 221, which is 2 root 221 is equal to a plus b plus 2 root ab. So a plus b is equal to 30, and I can say this is 221. So ab is equal to 221. Now 221, let's say 15 and 15, so 30, so 15, 15, 225, no. 16, 14, that's 160 and 64, that's 224, no. 17, 13, that's 170, 221. 17, 13 satisfy. So this is equal to root 17 plus root 13. But the question is half of something. So if I make it half of 2 root 17 plus 2 root 13, this is root 68, this is root 52. So 68 plus 52, 120. That's the answer, 120. Okay. The number of ways of expressing 2002 as a product of 3 distinct factors greater than 1. 2002, that's 2 into 1001. 1001 is 7 into 11 into 13. As a product of 3 distinct factors greater than 1. Okay. So I have 4 factors. Any 2 of them can be combined to make 1 factor. The remaining 2 continue to be as 2 factors. So 4C2. Out of 4, choose 2. 4C2 is 6. Okay, this is easy. In a 500 meter race, if Sonu gives Monu a start of 20 meters, then he beats Monu by 15 seconds. If Sonu gives Monu a start of 20 seconds, then he beats Monu by 10 meters. Find the speed in meter per second of Monu. Okay, so in questions like these, I don't want to waste too much time. I'll straight away go by options. If I'm looking at the options, the two best options are 1 and 2. Now, if I substitute 1 and 1 is not the answer, all the options are bigger than 1. So that will not help me in any trend identification. Rather, if I substitute 2 and say hypothetically 2 is not the answer and I feel it's more than 2, only one option more than 2, so 2.5 is the answer. If I feel it's less than 2, then I will again substitute 1. If 1 doesn't satisfy, 1.5 is the answer. If 1 satisfies, 1 is the answer. So that's the way. So then I only need to work with 2 variables. So let's start with 2. 2 is the place to start. So let Monu's speed be 2 meters per second. In a 500 meters race, if Sonu gives Monu a start at 20 meters, he meets Monu by 15 seconds. So in those 15 seconds, Monu would have run 30 meters. That means basically Monu is given 20 meters in the beginning. He loses by 30 meters at the end. So in between, he's run 450 meters. And he's run these 450 meters at the time when Sonu has run the full 500 meters. So Sonu is to Monu ratio is 500 is to 450, which is 10 is to 9. Okay. In the second case, if I get the same ratio, then it's correct. Now, if Sonu gives Monu a start of 20 seconds, 20 second start would mean how many? 40 meters. 2 into, so 40 meters. So now he's given 40 meters. Then he beats Monu by 10 meters. So in the end, again 10 meters. So in between, once again, 450 meters. And in this time, Sonu goes 500 meters. So once again, the ratio is 500 is to 450, which is 10 is to 9, which is true. So the answer is option C. It satisfies. Okay. Find the value of the expression log base 5.5 x squared minus xy plus y squared if it is given. So value of x and y are given. So let's just work on this first. X squared minus xy plus y squared. So if I open x squared, it is 7 plus 5 plus 2 root 35 by 4. Y squared is again 7 a squared plus b squared minus 2 root 35 by 4 and minus xy. So a plus b into a minus b, which is a squared minus b squared. So 7 minus 5 by 4. If I open this, this is 12. This is gone. 12 by 4, which is 3, and 12 by 4, which is 3. 3 plus 3 is 6 minus 2 by 4, which is half. So 0.5, which is 5.5. So log base 5.5, 5.5, which is 1. Easy. Okay. Good speed as well. Regular octagon, I don't care. Octagon doesn't matter. Okay. Okay. So Mr. S had sins and virtues in his life in the ratio 5:4. After he died and went to the gates of afterlife, he found that he needed sins and virtues in the ratio 1:1 or less in order to get a passage to heaven. He figured out that he needed to donate a minimum of 4 sins to hell in order to get a passage to heaven. Later he found out that for every 4 sins he donated, he had to donate 1 virtue as well. Will he be able to go to heaven? Okay. So what is it? He had sins to virtues in the ratio 5:4. So sins, virtues, 5:4. Okay. After he died, went to heaven. He needed 1:1 or lesser. Okay. So sins either equal to virtue or sins less than virtue is basically the requirement. That's fine. He figured out he needed to donate a minimum of 4 sins to hell in order to get passage. That means minimum of 4 had he donated would have become 1:1, 1:1. Otherwise it would have become lower. If that is the minimum needed, then by donating 4 sins, the number of sins and virtues become equal. So let's say the original sins were 5x and 4x. So 5x minus 4 is equal to 4x, which means x is 4. So that means on, x is 4. That means originally it was sins is to virtues 20 is to 16. Now if he donates 4, later he found out for donating, found out that for every 4 sins he donated, he had to donate 1 virtue as well. So first time he donates, it becomes 16, virtue becomes 15. So after 1 donation, not possible. Next time he donates, it becomes 12, this becomes 14, which is when it satisfies. So the answer is option B, it satisfies here. Lovely. Arjun takes a loan of 7,200 at 16.66% simple interest per annum. He returns 3,600 at the end of the first year. If he clears the dues at the end of the second year, then how much money will be paid by him at the end of the second year? Okay. So loan is 7,200, interest is 16.66%, which is 1/6. 1/6 of 7,200 is 1,200. So 7,200 plus 1200, which is 8400. He pays of 3600. How much does he have to pay? 4800. On this 4800, once again, 1/6. So 1/640, which is 800. So he'll need to pay 5600 in the second year. Now some of you all might actually be thinking interest on interest is not simple interest. So actually interest on interest is not happening. You know what is happening? First time when he pays 3600, out of that 1200 is of the interest. Each time you pay back money, you first pay the interest, then you pay the principal. So first he's paid the 1200. Now this remaining 2400 goes from the principal. So the principal that is remaining is 4800. Hence on this 4800, once again he gives 1/6, which is 800. Okay, so keep that in mind. So it's not interest on interest, it's still simple interest. Okay. Mod of 2p minus 7 is less than equal to 11. Mod of 4q minus 9 less than equal to 27. Maximum value of mod p minus mod q. Now in this question, once again observe, no options. When there are no options, the age-old quintessential method is what I need to follow. So I'll be quick. Minus 11 less than equal to 2p minus 7 less than equal to 11. Plus 7 added. So minus 4 less than equal to 2p less than equal to 18. Minus 2 less than equal to p less than equal to 9. Okay. Same with q. Minus 27 less than equal to 4q minus 9 less than equal to 27. Add 9. So minus 18 less than equal to 4q less than equal to 36. So minus 18 by 4 is minus 9 by 2 less than equal to q less than equal to 9. Okay. So this is what we have. Now we need mod p minus mod q. Mod p maximum value would be at 9. So p is equal to 9. Now from mod p take out mod q. Now mod q can't be negative. So negative on negative will not happen. So I need mod q to be as minimum as possible. It is greater than equal to 0 mod q. So q as 0 will be minimum possible. So take q as 0. So mod p minus mod q, you get it at 9. That's the answer. Okay. Distance between in-center centroid of an isosceles triangle. Okay. Now line of Euler, all of them will be on the straight line. However, it's isosceles anyways. So centroid I can find 2/3 of the total. Centroid will be easy to find. Basically perpendicular bisector is the same as the angular bisector, but that won't help here because in center will be difficult. Okay, so I'll get back to this. In center calculation is basically what is worrying me. Won't be straightforward. I'll get back to it. Okay. Consider 3 mixtures. The first one has water and liquid in the ratio 1:2. Second, water and liquid B in the ratio 1:3. Third has water and liquid C in the ratio 1:4. So liquids are changing. Okay. These 3 mixtures are then mixed in the proportion 4:3:2. Find the percentage of water in the resulting mixture. Okay. So in the first one, water to liquid A 1:2. So the total is, mixture is 3. This total is 4. This total is 5. So let's take LCM of 3, 4, 5, which is 60. So mixture 1, 60. Mixture 2, 60. Mixture 3, 60. Ratio is 4:3:2. So it becomes 240. 180, 120. Out of that, water is how much? In the first one, it is 1/3. Ratio is 1:2, so 1/3 of the total. So that is, this will be 80. Then it is 1/4, which is 45. Then 1/5, which is 24. So total water is 149. Total liquid is 300, 400, 485 and 540. So water is 149 by 540. Okay, so 149 540, so 2, which is 1080. So 1080, 1490, 410. So 4100, which is 7, 3500, 3780. 220, 320. So 320, 3200. That will be 3200. If I do 6, that is 3240. So just less than that. So slightly less than 27.6%, rounded off will be 28%. 28% is the answer. Okay. In a group of 100 students, at least 90 like Goa, at least 85 like Kerala, at least 80 like Shimla. What is the minimum number of students who like all 3 places? Okay. 100 students, at least 90 like Goa, 85 like Kerala, at least 80 like Shimla. So let's look at this. Now the point is total if I add 90, 85, 80, that's 170, 255. So additional is 155. Minimum number of students liking all three places. If I want minimum liking all three places, then maximum for the others needs to increase. Maximum for the others needs to increase. Okay. At least 90 like wow. So imagine if this is x, this is a, this is b, this is c. So 3x plus 2a plus 2b plus 2c plus whatever, say m n p plus m plus n plus p, this is equal to 255. Now out of that all of this is left, so which will be 100. So all of this combined is 100. So I can say 2x plus a plus b plus c is 155. Okay. Now x needs to be minimized. So a plus b plus c has to be maximized. What is the maximum value of a plus b plus c? Maximum that a, b, c can take. Will it be 100? No, that can't be possible. A plus b plus c obviously can't be 100 because all of this combined is 100. Hypothetically say a plus b plus c is 50. Then x becomes 105 by 2, which is 52.5. Not possible obviously. So a plus b plus c, let me take it an odd number, say 51. So 104 by 2, 52. If x is 52 and a plus b plus c is 51, then 52 plus 51 is 103. That does not satisfy. So 51 and 52 does not satisfy. So a plus b plus c, because sum total is 103. Let's say it's 53. Then 53, so I am left with 102. Then 51. So I'm going in the wrong direction, can't be that. So let's say this is 49. So then I have 106. So this will be 53, which is 102. I need to go to 100. So 45 say. If this is 45, this is 45, then x will be 55. 55 plus 45 gives me 100. So if I can say a plus b plus c is 45, x is 55, then it will satisfy. M n p 0. So basically then what I have will be 0, 55, and say whatever, a plus b plus c has to be 45. So add those numbers. A plus b plus c has to be 45. So let's say 35. So that's already 80. This is Goa. This is 90. Kerala needed 85. So that's 5. So let me take a different color to explain. I know I'm taking a long time for this question, but I'm also explaining it. 55, 35, say 5. So that's 90. And here also, 85 for Kerala is done for now if I leave this. And we needed 80. So let's say this is 20, whatever. I needed total of 45, so this is say 10. So if that is 10, then this will be 25. So 90 of Goa, this is 55, 60, this is 75, and say 10. That's 75. Something like this, I think, if I'm not wrong. Goa gets how much? 70, 80, 90. $75 and this 75. So this is Goa, this is Kerala. We needed 45, so some breakup of ABC we can get with. I think 55 is the answer. I'll go ahead with it. I'm not too sure, but this is my way, you know. I'm not getting the right way. I'm just taking a punt, but that's okay. Okay, I'll get back to my yellow. I was explaining too much. Okay. Ashish and Vinay solved a quadratic equation in X. While solving it, Ashish made a mistake in the constant term and obtained the roots as -4 and 9. While Vinay made a mistake in the coefficient of X and obtained the roots as 6 and -4. Find the correct roots. So Ashish made a mistake in the constant term, roots are -4 and 9. That means coefficient of X for Ashish was right. Coefficient of X is sum of roots. So sum of roots is 5, which is -b by a. Vinay made a mistake in the coefficient, that means product of roots, that means constant was right. Product of roots will be -24, c by a. So the equation could be x squared minus 5x minus 24. So sum of roots is -b by a, which is 5, product of root -20. Okay, so this will give me -8 and +3. So x plus 3 into x minus a, which is -3 and 8. Okay, perfect. A palindrome is a positive integer which is unchanged if you reverse the order of its digits. If all palindromes are written in increasing order, then which of the following cannot be the possible difference between successive palindromes? Okay. So we know what palindrome is, same from the front and the back. So all single digit numbers 1 to 9 are palindromes. So that is fine. Successive increase of 1. 11 will be a palindrome. So 9 and 11 difference is 2. So that can't be the answer. Then obviously 22, 33, 44 all are palindromes. Successive difference 11 can't be the answer. Let's think triple digit number. 101 is a palindrome. Now 102 to 109 not possible. 110 not possible. 111 is a palindrome. Successive 10 not possible. So the answer has to be 13. Okay. 4 friends, whatever, NSRT together invested 729,300 in mutual funds. Nikunj invested 37.5% of total amount invested by the other friends. Sarla invested 8.33 of the total amount invested by the other friends. Rekha invested 6.25 of the total amount invested by the other. Find the amount. Okay. Okay. So let's look at Nikunj. He invested 37.5% total by others. That's 3/8 of others. So Nikunj invests 3/8 of others. So let others be 8x, so Nikunj will be 3x. Total is 11x. Nikunj is 3x. This total is 729. So Nikunj is 729,300 by 11 into 3. 66, 69, 6, 300. That's 198,900. Okay. Let's look at the next person. Sarla invested 8.33. 8.33 is 1/12 is 96 4/12. So yeah, 1/12 into others. So let others be 12y. Sarla is y. So total is 13y. Sarla is y. So 729,300 by 13, which is equal to 565. 79,6,100. Okay, and finally last one was Rekha. 6.25 is 1/16. So let others be 16y. Rekha is, or 16z. Rekha is z. So total is 17z. Rekha is z. So 729,300 by 17, which is 468,49 to 153,900. So total, if we are adding, how much is this? 90 and 190, that's 280, 288, 294, 296, 297, 900 out of 729. So that's add another 4, that's 697, add 30, that's 727, so add 31, that's 729, sorry, 728, 900, so 400. 431, 400 is the answer. Perfect. Okay, in the given figure, 2 circles are inscribed adjoining. Okay, so these kind of questions I can do, simple geometry. I hope if the, solving is long, I will leave it. But simple, if I'm looking at it from a tangent perspective, this is A, this is A, this is B, this is B, this is C, this is C, will be D, this will be D. So PR length is 13, so A plus B is 13. PV length is there, 10, so B plus C is 10. Then finally we need, and what do we have? RV is 15. A plus 2D plus C. 15. What do we need? We need RT, which is A plus D. So A plus B I have, B plus C. If I multiply, I get A plus 2B plus C. That will leave me with 2B and 2D. That doesn't help me. It will give me B plus D. I need A plus D. So A plus D plus C doesn't help. What if I just assume some values? Say A is 9. So B will be 4. If B is 4, then C is 6. If C is 6, then 9 plus 6, 15. D is 0. Now that satisfies, right? So A plus D comes out to be 9. Let's take another range of values. Let's take A is 7. So B will be 6. So C is 4. So 7 plus 4, 11. D is 2. So A plus D here also 9. Okay. Whatever I take, A plus D is 9. So so the answer will be 9. RT is 9. Okay. Find the sum of the series 2 squared plus 4 into 3 plus 6 into 4 plus 8 into 5 till 20 into 11. Okay. So if you look here, this is 4, 6, 8 till 20 and then 3, 4, 5, 6 till 11. Okay. So that's increasing. So if I call this 2 into 2, 4 into 3, 6 into 4, 20 into 11. If I keep this. So if I'm looking at the first term, it is 2 into the bracket number. So 2n, and then the second term is 2, 3, 4, 5. So the bracket number plus 1. So into n plus 1. Summation of this from n equals 1 to 10. So 2n squared plus 2n. Now n squared is n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1. So 2 into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6 plus twice n into n plus 1 by 2. 3. So n here is number. So from 2 to 11, that's 10. So 10 into 11 into 21 by 3 plus 10 into 11. So 7. 10 into 11 into 8. 88 into 10, 880. Okay, perfect. After giving a discount of 20% on each article, Ramesh was able to earn a profit of 25%. However, customer bargained and was able to get 22 articles on a purchase of 20 articles. Find actual profit percent of Ramesh. Okay. So I'd like to do these questions by a very simple shortcut. Okay, my shortcut is he was able to get 25% profit. Then, customer bargains. His loss is basically he gives 22 instead of 20. So that's 2 on 20, that's 10%. So gain of 25, loss of 10. So plus 25 minus 10 minus 25 into 10 by 100, which is 2.5. So 12.5. Answer should be more than 12.5%. This is wrong. This is wrong. Between these two, this one is closer. That will be the answer. So this is how I would do it. If there was a quintessential way of doing it, the way would be, say market price is 100. So selling price is 80. Now Ramesh was able to earn profit of 25%. So cost price will be 4/5 of 80, which is 64. So let's assume per article, actually bring it down now. Let's reduce all of this. Let's say selling price per article is 8. Cost price per article is 6.4. Actually he sells 22 articles. So cost price is 6.4 into 22. 6.4 into 20, 128 plus 12.8. So 140.8. and selling price of 20 articles will be 160. So the gain is 19.2. 19.2 on 140.8, that's 13 point something. Because 10% is 14.08, 1% is 1.4, so 3% is 4.2. 14.08 plus 4.2, if you do, that's 18.2 or so. 18.2 is 3%. 13%. So 0.5, if you go for of that, you'll get something like very close to about 14. So 13 and a half is about close to about 13.9, 14. So this is fine. So this is 13.63. That's basically what we have. Okay. Which of the following is an even function? So we have about 11-12 minutes to go. Looks like 7 questions to go. Hopefully, other than geometry, at least 5 questions. If you are able to do, we are in good stead. Okay. Even we know f of x is equal to f of minus x. Now, whenever a question like this comes, I always like to look for options which have squares. Look at option B. So f of minus x is equal to cube root of 1 minus x whole squared will be x squared, plus cube root of 1 plus or minus x whole squared is x squared, which is the same. So option B is the answer. Okay. 2 spheres of radii. Okay, I don't want to do geometry. Okay. There are 14 pipes attached to a cistern, out of which few are filling and the others are emptying. Filling pipes are thrice as efficient as emptying. Each emptying pipe can empty the tank in 36 minutes. Cistern is filled in 18 minutes. Find the number of filling pipes. Okay. Filling pipes are thrice as efficient. Each emptying can fill in 36. So filling thrice as efficient will take 1/3 time, 12 minutes. Empty takes 36 minutes. So let the total capacity equal to 36 units. So filling is 12 minutes to 3 units per minute and emptying is 1 unit per minute. Okay. Now let's assume there are 7 filling pipes and 7 emptying, okay, equal. So if there are 7 filling pipes, that will be 21 units filled in, emptying will be -7, so 14 units filled in a minute. So total is 36 units, it will take 36 by 14 minutes, not 18 minutes. So 7 is wrong. Obviously more than 7 filling pipes will take lesser time, so even more than that is wrong. The answer will be less than 7. 6 is very close to it, let's try 4. If there are 4 filling pipes, how much will I fill? 4 into 3, that's 12 units. I will empty how much? 10 into 1, which is 10 units. So 12 minus 10, which is 2 units, get filled in a minute. So 36 units take 18 minutes, which is what the option was. So the answer will be 4 filling pipes. Okay, perfect. The sum of the first 4 terms of a GP is 80. Next sum of the next 4 is 6480. Okay, this is easy. So first 4 is A plus AR squared plus AR cube is equal to 80. Next 4 I can say AR to the power of 4, AR to the power of 5, AR to the power of 6 plus AR to the power of 7 is 6480. R to the power of 4 common, A plus AR squared plus AR cube is 6480. This part is equal to 80. So R to the power of 4 is 6480 by 80, which is 81. So R is 3. If R is 3, put it here. I get A plus 3A plus 9A plus 27. 9, 27, 36, 39, 40. 40A is 80, so A is 2. So the sum of an infinite is A into R to the power n minus 1 by n minus 1. So 2 gets cut. 3 to the power n minus 1. Perfect. Lovely. Find the remainder when the sum of all 3-digit odd numbers of the form ABB is divided by 999. ABB, okay, is divided by 999. Okay, let's try this out. If I am going ABB, so the first will be A is 1, so 111, 133, 155, 177, 199. A can be even, so 211, 233, 255, 277, 299. And so on and so forth till 911, 933, 955, 977, 999. Perfect. So I have to add this. So 100 is coming 5 times, 200 5 times, 900 5 times. So if I add that, 100 and 900 5 times, that's 1000, 200 and 800, 1000, 300 and 700, 1000, 600, 400, 1000. So that's 4000 plus 500 ones. 4500 each coming 5 times. 4500 into 5. 22,500. Okay. Then I have 11 coming 9 times, 33 9 times. Okay. So 11 into 9 plus 33 into 9 plus 55 into 9, 77 into 9 plus 99 into 9. So 11 into 9 common, plus 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9, 21, 25. 11 into 9 into 25. So 25 into 99. 25 into 100 is 2500 minus 2475. So 22,500 plus 2475, that's 24,975. Now the one quandary which I have is they've stated ABB. If it's ABB, ideally I think what they are trying to state is A and B have to be distinct. Otherwise it could have also been BBB. So if A and B have to be distinct, which is my guess, then 111, 22, 233, 355, no sorry, 111, 333, 555, 777, 999 will have to go. So that is the place to ponder. I have 6 minutes. I'll come back to this question. Let me just see if there are any other questions I want to attempt. I'll come back to this one. This is geometry. Okay. Okay. Trains A and B of equal length 200 meters are running on a parallel track with the same speed in the same direction. When they are exactly neck to neck, A increases speed by 20%. It takes 10 seconds to cross train B completely. Find the time taken by the trains to cross each other when they run on parallel tracks with their original speeds in opposite directions. Okay. Length of 200 meters running on parallel with same speeds in the same direction. Exactly neck to neck, train A increases speed by 20%. So when it increases speed by 20%, it takes 10 seconds to cover 200 meters, 20 meters per second. So 20% increase is 20 meters per second. So originally will be 100 meters per second. So both the trains originally 100 meters per second. Total distance to travel 200 into 2, 400. Opposite direction, so add. So by 200, which is 2 seconds. So the answer will be 2 seconds. Okay. Now I have about 4.5 minutes. This is the geometry first question. I think I can look at this. The three sides ABC, so AB, BC, CA of triangle ABC are 7, 10, 12 respectively. AB extended to D. Okay, so AB, okay, extensions will happen. So A, B is 7, then BC is 10, and this is 12. Okay, then what are they saying? AB is extended to D. Now AB is 7, so this will be 21. Okay, BC is extended to E. Okay, wherever, let's say this E, and B is 20, so this will be 10. CA is extended to F. CA is extended to F. Okay, and that is 36. So 12, this is 24. DEF, so I'll need to join these. This is D, this is E, this is F. Okay. So generally these kind of questions, I think the sine rule can be applied. Area of this small triangle is half of 12 into 7 into sine of say x. So that is 42 sine x. Now this I can say, or it is equal to half, this could be y, this could be z. So half of 12 into 2 sine y, which is 660 sine y, or it could be half of 7 into 10, which is 35 sine z. Now let's look at ECF. Half of 10 into 34, it seems, right? CF 36. Okay, half of 10 into 36 sine 180 minus x, which is sine x. So 10 into 36 will be 180 sine x. Sine x, it seems like. ECF. Okay. If I look at EBD, half of 20 into what is BD? BD looks like 21, right? Yeah, I've put 21. Okay, half of 20 into 21, which is 5, which is 105. 105 sine Z. So 105 sine Z, there's like 3A. So let's call this A. EC, BC, B is 20. So 10. 180, okay. Now 180 is how much? 180 by 42. I'll have to check ECF again. I'll come back to that. Let's check DAF. DAF. 28 into 24. 28 into 24. That's 14 into 24. DAF. 14 into 24 sine y. Okay. So what ratio is coming? This is 3. So 14 into 24 by 60. 6, 4, 6, 10, 7, 5. 28 by 5A. And this is 180 by 42. This is 637. 30 by 7 plus 3. I think I've done some calculation error. I think this will be the method, but I made some calculation error and my time is up, so I will not go forward. But I'm sure this is the method. I've just made some calculation error. That's okay. I'm okay with that. Overall, if I look at it, I think I've done about 18-19 questions. I don't think I've left a lot. I've left mostly geometry and one question just before this as well. These two questions I ideally should have been able to answer, but it happens in exams. You try to solve questions, but they don't happen. I think I've done about, as I said, 18, 19, maybe even 20. I don't think I've left more than 6, 7. So I've done well. Overall, not a very easy paper. If I were to judge it, I would turn around and state, 40 minutes, 26 such questions. It seems more like a score of 42, 43 would be 99 percentile. And if I'm not wrong, even if I get about 18 right, 1 wrong, something like that, say even if it's around 53, I'm sure I'll be around 99.7, 99.8, if not more. So overall seems okay. If I'm looking at the overall paper, DILR, once again you realize some easy sets were there. If you picked up the right sets, you would have done well. VARC, same logic, spend time on RC, spend time on reading it, spend time on remembering stuff so that you can answer it through memory. That's about it for this mock. Hope this mock attempt helped you. Hope this will help you finalize your strategy with CAT coming close as well. All the very best. Ciao for now. Bye bye.